Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to In Tune, the podcast. That will be the name of it. Me and Corbin came up with this. It will be in tune with your emotions, in tune with your thoughts, in tune with just the world. So each week, I want to bring on a guest, and the person that I came up with the title of it is who I want to start this off with. My weekly podcast. Corbin Malone is here. He's in the house.
I appreciate it.
And a lot of people who are watching this are from Alexandria area, Pineville, and I think they're tuning into this and they just want to see how you are right now, how you're doing and stuff. So just real quick, just talk about how life is right now, how you're feeling.
Oh yeah, life is great. Like just trying to live in every moment, see the blessings in every moment, giving to other people, seeing other people happy, and actually doing things for like myself, and just giving off great vibes and great energy to other people that need the help. So I've been great. I've been living fine. Yeah. Just trying to do the right thing to other people and trying to serve other people. That's my main goal. Yeah. Like just trying to help other people be happy because I'm happy. So I want other people to be happy. You know. So my reason for Corbin, there's a lot of reasons for Corbin, but the main one that I want to go with is about 2 months ago, not even 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, I texted Corbin. I came to him with, I was having some depressive thoughts and I wasn't feeling too good about myself mentally. So I came to him for some positivity. I texted him. I was just like, hey, man, I feel really bad. I keep on getting hit with these negative thoughts. I'm like, I want to hear something positive. So he just told me about some positive things. He's like some ways to actually feel good. He said, be detached from the world, just kind of, be yourself and just love others and spread love. So ever since then, he put me in a group message called Mindfulness. And since then, pretty much every day I've been hit with positivity through the group message. There's us two and then several others. We just always talk about what we're grateful for, gratitude, and we try to practice that every day. So especially what I've been going through lately, I've been recovering mentally and physically because I just had back surgery. So Corbin has been extremely important in the process of recovering mentally, so I wanted to bring him on for the first guest. And yeah, so Corbin, how are you? Like, I know you already talked about how you are, but like a lot of people I think would think that you're crazy right now. They think I'm just falling off.
They think you're falling off. They think you've lost everything. Yeah. How are you?
Because I'm more focused on what's more important than just following other people. Yeah. But it's just.
I think for so long you were so like, I think people, you kind of cared about what other people thought about you, right? Yeah. You cared about what people were thinking. And here lately, you just do what you want to do.
Yeah, because like I was saying earlier, we only on this earth for once, like through this flesh. So why not just go all out? Yeah. Be uncomfortable, feel uncomfortable, and just grow as a person and see what this world has to offer. It has so much to offer to us, and there's so many blessings in it. And I just want people to realize that, because a bunch of people just go through the day and go through the emotions with no emotions at all. They don't even know no emotions. They don't even want to get out of bed. Yeah. But when you realize that this life is for you and it's another part of you, you kind of start living different. You want to be in tune with it and see all the blessings.
Yeah. Going. So just to bounce off of that, I think you obviously look different. People are going to see this and be like, yeah, Corbin, he dresses different, he wears his hair different, he does this and that different, and they're going to be like, man, he's probably way different in person. But honestly, you're the same dude that I knew. Yeah, you're just extremely positive, extremely more positive. You show love, you show gratitude, you say thank you daily, you say thank you semi daily, you say it all day.
Yeah. Yes. Try to say as much as possible.
And the old Corbin, people would see, like, if they came here right now and they met you, they wouldn't think you're crazy. Like, some people might like think you're a little crazy, just like
I'm crazy though.
Everybody's a little crazy.
I'm crazy.
So like, a lot of people probably.
That's what's the beauty about it.
Yeah.
We all have our own type of uniqueness.
Yeah.
So, and that was what it was, trying to fill out the uniqueness and try not to go against it. Like just let it be, because I mean, we're all different. So and that's what makes us beautiful. Is our own uniqueness.
So like, let's talk about high school. So like we talked about this earlier. Like there's gonna be BC and AD. So we're gonna talk about before Corbin now. So before Corbin now, we're gonna go with
BC before Corbin.
Before Corbin BC, we're gonna go with like freshman year of high school to like senior year of high school. That's the before Corbin / like maybe a little bit of college.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that Corbin a little bit. A lot of people know that Corbin who are watching this now. So talk about where he was at mentally, how you felt daily and stuff like that.
Mentally, I was just still living for other people, still trying to have all these goals, and was being attached to the results. So I wasn't living to my full potential and wasn't living happy and wasn't being creative because I was only stuck on how other people thought. Yeah. And I didn't ever think for myself. And I was just worried about sports. And I didn't really know about just loving others as well. But I mean, it was definitely a great process. Went through a bunch of changes. Like it helped become who I am today. And
how'd you feel that like how did you treat people back then compared to now? I
still treated people nice because like I still knew like that's how we're supposed to treat people. But I just wasn't really doing it with my heart. Yeah. I was doing it because that's
it's just the right thing. You weren't actually doing it because
right, and I wouldn't even care to do it as much. And I wouldn't see the beauty in doing it. I was just doing it just because
you didn't see how it affected them. Right. But now you see how it affects them. You see like love actually spreads and actually like doubles.
That it's way deeper than the surface.
Yeah, and like that's something like most people that are watching this right now, like the old Corbin, they would say was a dick. They would say like he was
cocky. Yeah.
Because like just because you were good at sports, obviously. Yeah. And like you did a lot of things right. You know, you got a lot of girls. You know. Yeah. You were a cool dude, and like people know that Corbin, and now they think just because you've evolved over time into something new and you've gotten better, they don't think you've gotten better. They're just looking from external.
They don't see it. And that's why most people are really like caught off guard. They was caught off guard because I was athletic, just doing everything sports wise, and then I do everything else that has nothing to do with sports.
Completely turned around. Like mostly, I think people, because I think Snapchat stories and Instagrams where people most see like the difference. Like your Snapchat stories, obviously, people are like it like kind of slowly happened, but all of a sudden they kind of just like people are probably like, wow. He's saying all these like weird things.
I
like
get comments all the time.
Yeah, talking about like beauty and stuff, and like 99% of people aren't going to say anything, but they're like thinking, man, he's kind of crazy.
People are scared to get to like their feminine side. Yeah. But we have it in both of us. We have masculine and feminine. Yeah. But they teach like we shy away from the feminine because of our pride and because of our ego. Yeah. And when you do that, you become unbalanced and you're not living right. So that's why some people are unhappy, because they're not having that balance of having feminine and masculine, so people don't see life is beautiful. Yeah. And taking pictures of flowers. So
yeah, it's like it's not weird. It's different, but it's not weird.
Right.
It's like you're talking about like feeling like not wearing any shoes and just feeling the ground and feeling like feeling the world. Yeah. And I saw that, and like people were just like.
Yeah, because we build up so much positive ions. Yeah. And when we reach to the negative, when we get in touch with the nature, it has a negative ion, so it mellows it out. Yeah. So yeah.
Talk a little bit more about that. Like what?
I saw it in the video, but it also gives me a different feeling when you do it as well. But when we wash our hands and stuff, that's all positive ions, and we build it up. And that's how sometimes we also get sick, because we build it up too much. With too much positive ions. I don't know. I don't say this word right, but inflammatory, right?
Inflammatory, yeah, right there.
My fault. It causes inflammatory and stuff. So that's when all of it builds up. So whenever you go,
maybe inflammation. Inflammation, maybe. Could that be something? Okay, yeah.
You're right. Yeah. And but whenever you build it up wearing shoes and socks and stuff, because you're protected from nature and outside, which is negative ions. But whenever you have too much of it, it just builds up, and it could cause you to be sick. It could cause you like just to feel mentally bad. Anything. You go outside, it just mellows you out, it grounds you back into true nature.
I've never thought about that. That's actually pretty cool.
Living all in one big harmony.
Yeah. All right. What daily habits do you think you've changed since?
My eating habits been different. Okay. Definitely I don't eat as much, but I try to eat healthier more and meditate more.
So how long do you think you meditate a day?
It's not daily. It was at one point. I was meditating daily, but I kind of slowed off when I started like feeling different, and I started being more happy. Yeah. But I forget that it grounds you again. But I try to at least a couple times a week, you know, and I'll try to go, even if it's only for like 30 minutes or 15 minutes, I try to get however long I can go in.
Mm-hmm. I've tried meditating before. It's actually using an app called Headspace. Have you ever heard of Headspace? I tried Headspace. I only did 5 minutes, but 5 minutes, like, he talks to you and stuff. Like, he actually tells you, like actually try to breathe in through, like, your, I think, mouth or nose, and then breathe out the other. And, like, it calmed me down. I just did it for 5 minutes. And it was crazy.
Yeah, and we've always told when we was younger, breathe before you do anything. You're like, I don't want to breathe. Like, I want to react to however I'm feeling. Yeah, it's like, but when you breathe, it brings your mind and your body into one perfect synchronicity. So, I think that was right. But
it's
you're
like,
all living in one, and you're united. So
I've never really thought about breathing until, like, just heard it from you, like, breathing, and then, like, meditating also made me kind of like.
Right, you can even just tell yourself, hey, I'm breathing in. And then even if it's a short or a long breath, don't judge it. Like, that's just your breath, and don't try to go against it. Like, let it flow easily.
So I notice that sometimes, like, at night when I can't sleep, like, just gotta focus on my breath a little bit, and then like, you go to sleep because you're finally, like, you're recognizing the issue, just breathing. But
rest is very important.
Yeah. So how do you feel about something like probably a lot of people think about is like drug use, but something I want to talk about is like drinking. Drinking, yeah. How do you feel about drinking?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No. It's just poisonous, and they obviously tested certain drugs that are better for you, that are better for your body than alcohol. Yeah. And I just feel like the government just tries to do that.
It's like when alcohol gets consumed, do you feel like that's just like poison into the body?
Yeah.
It's like, it's obviously extremely negative, but like.
Right.
There's those positive effects for just a little bit.
Right, because it does bring out a bunch of it's easy to bring out negative actions when you're drunk. Yeah. When you're drinking, and you can't respond right. You can't do anything right. You can't even drive. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we should shy away from it and go into something more.
Do you have any alternatives? Well, what alternative do you think would be?
I would definitely make sure Slim.
It doesn't have to be something that you may have tried or anything like that. It's just like what would you recommend would be the safest thing that you feel like compared.
Like, let's say, give somebody, because people still gonna want to drink no matter what. Give them like one beer at the bar. Okay. And then give them something like MDMA. MDMA.
Okay. What was that? That's on.
Like. Molly.
Okay, Molly.
It just gives you something to perk up more.
Just to make sure this is not what he does. This is just theoretical, just for the podcast. We're just talking about, I think Corbin's a really good person. He's knowledgeable on all this stuff. So I want to hear what his ideas are.
Definitely just give somebody a little bit of MDMA. Give them a beer because, you know, people want to get a beer. People want to get a mixed drink. They go out. It's just people still going to do that. But then as you take MDMA, you realize like drinking is kind of bad for you, as like, cause you go to the bar, you want to dance too. Yeah. So people are more happy. Yeah. Like they're more happier. People are just dancing more. You don't have negative actions after, and then people can drive after. You know, go back, be safe when they get back home. You know, they don't have to rely on somebody else to drive at all the time. Yeah. But. Just help, I think, bring more positivity to people, and then people will start drinking water after that point because you want to stay hydrated.
Okay, so that'd be like probably like the best.
Yeah, and then you're drinking water for the rest of the night. You know what I mean?
Okay, and then what about like your family situation right now? So I know a lot of people they definitely know your parents, like they love your parents, and they just kind of want to know like if this is like. This new Corbin, has this brought you away from your parents? It
did at first. Like, it kind of was like, I was kind of alienated, I felt like. Maybe they weren't doing it, but I felt like it. But we're definitely all good now. Like, we all treat each other like best friends, and it's not really just so much a parenting thing. And they kind of like realize, like, I'm still going to be nice to people. I haven't changed into a bad way or not been negative. If anything, I've become better as a person. But and I think they're kind of realizing it more and more each day that I'm all about just positivity and I don't really care about anything else. But they still have their views and how they go about life.
It's hard to make people think that you're on a better path. Like a lot of people would say, you know, get away from Corbin. We were talking about this earlier. Like they would say, get away from Corbin. he's a bad influence. But I think a lot of things you do need to be spread around. Like the positivity that you spread when you walk into a room, you feel the light into the room. You feel like I feel comfortable. Like people feel comfortable around you, stuff like that. And probably from your Snapchat stories, people will be like, man, he looks uncomfortable to be around. Like he probably like scares the room away. But like no, it's like he brings positivity in the room. We got the llama here and the dragon here, and they look like they're okay with you being here.
Hey, yeah, they're my best friends. We've been vibing right the whole time.
This is our second time trying this podcast, by the way, guys. We had to switch spots.
Switch sides.
We messed up.
Better energy over here, anyways.
Yeah, we got the table in front of us now. But
I really do appreciate your hospitality and let me stay here.
Dude, 24 hours Corbin's been here, and something I gotta tell y'all. He has said thank you more in the last 24 hours than I've heard thank you probably in my life.
That's all that matters.
You said thank you for every little thing.
Because you've already let me in the house, and that's as much I can. That's that's already a blessing. And then you let me drink everything I need, eat pizza, whatever.
Yeah, we fed you.
Had brownies.
We got everything. Not marijuana brownies.
We need some of them though.
That's gonna be a good part right there. But all right, something, since we're on the topic of this right now, a lot of people just watch this, is the Khabib and McGregor fight. How you feel about that?
McGregor, dude, he just got beat bad, but there ain't no but. He got beat, but especially the after part, that was wild. That was the most interesting part of the whole night.
That and the big black guy fight.
Oh,
I don't even remember the name.
Black Beast, Big Beast.
Big Black Beast, I think.
Black Beast.
That was a really good part right there.
Him and Joe Rogan, they going to be on the next podcast going hard.
Maybe they'll be right here next time. Joe Rogan, you're invited,
Joe
bro.
Rogan, let me come talk with you.
But, the fight was really good. But do you think McGregor, what do you think about his mentality?
He has no fear.
No fear?
And he's just going to attack it, and he don't care.
Yeah. So do you think, how do you think he lives his life in terms of positivity and negativity, and how does he balance it, you think? From what you could see from him?
What I could see, I think I feel like he's really nice to people, and he's still...
Yeah, it's kind of a persona that he puts out there for people to kind of...
Right. I mean, it's really hard to tell because I just don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I hope he's spreading out positivity.
Me too. I feel like he spreads positivity in a negative. He uses negativity to spread positivity in a way. Like he wants to do all these, big fights and stuff, and he wants to make big deals. I don't like what he did with the bus, throwing.
That was reckless.
That wasn't okay.
Yeah, no doubt.
McGregor, you can't be doing that, man.
We like that. We like it, but too much.
And what about so we're talking about your family, how they felt about it. How do your close friends before BC?
Okay. Definitely just thought I was just going off.
Yeah.
But I was finding myself.
Yeah.
And they didn't see that I was really just trying to be myself, and it was just such a big switch up. So people were just really caught off guard. I feel like that was the biggest thing, but
yeah. So it's like we're not gonna name names, but let's say and did any past girlfriends or past extremely close friends ever talk to you and be like, hey, I think what you're doing is terrible?
Yes.
Yes. It was just they were just trying to tell you you don't need to be doing this. They're
you're better than this, blah blah blah. But some of them still do what I do. You know what I mean? So it's kind of contradicting themselves. Mm-hmm. But I mean it's cool. I mean, I understand that I see what they was trying to do. They're just trying to be there, somebody, the friend falling off. They're like, hey, I want you to help. Go seek for help. But I wasn't doing anything to be like that. Yeah. I was just trying to find myself and trying to find my worth in this life. Yeah. Because I went through a really rough patch, the end of my senior and my freshman year of college. That was a rough patch. And
we talked a little bit during that. I remember we both hated college. We were like, man, don't want to go back.
We were trying to find everything to get out of college.
And then so after they don't really see do you at least do you see what they were maybe trying to say?
Oh yeah.
They
I see what they was trying to say, but it just wasn't making sense because their actions were really no better than mine. Mm-hmm. So that's why I could never buy into what they were saying. It's kind of
I think like people like they just everybody sins. It's just like some people sin differently, and some people, you know, are lackluster in certain areas than other people. So like where you fail, this person that was maybe talking to you, they were failing in another part of their life. It was just like, why do you like make like a big deal about like my failures whenever you're failing? Like, yeah, so like we just need to just work through it, work with love, speak with love, and just try to do it the most right way. I feel like a lot of people are coming at you in negative ways, or they're just gossiping. They're just saying like Corbin's off the deep end, he's doing this.
Yeah, but I kind of like it, you know. They guessing. They just guessing. They don't even know how really. Yeah, really
nobody's even actually reaching out to you. It's just like, I bet you like.
But I've also had some of them like reach out and like ask me like how I've been and try to talk to me and stuff. And I don't have no problems against any of them or anybody. Period. I still love them. I still talk to them if they need anything. Yeah.
So I think that's what's different from like the old Corbin. Like the old Corbin, maybe.
I'll probably be in the way and be like, nah, forget that. Like,
yeah, like you were like. You would just like, you didn't even want to like probably communicate with a lot of people in terms of like, you know, you just, you know, just like it's your way, like you're just doing your thing and that's it. And, but now you want to help others, like.
Yeah, because I see the beauty in others. And I can see how like, I can see where they're kind of messing up because I've been there and I still go through, I still have my problems and everything. But if I see somebody like I kind of just went through, I definitely just try to put a hand out and try to like let them know it's gonna be all right. It's just the way the moment is right now. Yeah. You know? So like something that we were talking about earlier too. We're talking about a lot of people who are geniuses. They are geniuses, but we're talking about Steve Jobs and we're talking about Bill Gates, right? And the stuff like they were doing some drugs, and back then I bet you a lot of people called them crazy and stuff like that. It's like, why you guys like? I'm living my life right now. I'm spreading positivity. It's just you're just doing some things, and you just. I think if you just dress differently, if you dress like a normal person, then people would not treat you like how they do. But you know, you have dreads, you dress like you wear like a couple necklaces, and you do that, and they're like, he's crazy. Like I get.
If you dress normal, like just any person that walks down the street, they're like, oh, he just does like some stuff, and that's it. It's just that. But like just because the way you dress. And sometimes the way you speak, they automatically dismiss you. And it's like, it makes me
But the ones that will stay, that's how you know those are the true ones. So that's why I like to see the fakeness disappear. I will see the fakeness and then I'll immediately get rid of it. Whichever I'll find the base of it and get rid of it and make sure we're going to fill it with positivity. Yeah. So with that being said, the friends that I do have now, including my big brother, I'm super grateful for them because there's no judgment, no nothing. They are there for me through anything. They got my back. They love me. They take care of me. So I'm forever grateful for them. Now, whoever I am close with, you know who you are.
There we go.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, guys. So we want to split this podcast into 2 parts. So this will be the end of the first part. The second part will begin shortly, but I want to thank Corbin for coming out, and part 2 will be really good.
Hey, I appreciate it.
See y'all soon.
Hey, let's go.
Can't really trust nobody with all this jewelry on. You my roof look like a no-show.